Hello everyone and welcome to the stream for today. Just want to get my chat popped out. Timer going. Stream will be ending at about 1800, or gameplay will end at 1800. Stream probably not long after that. Sorry for the delays today. I was working on getting the audio better than last week, because apparently my game audio was quite a bit low along with my microphone, so I've bumped up the levels quite a bit for today, so I'll continue to listen in and get it dialed. In the meantime, hope you enjoyed today's stream. If you're new in the chat or you're stopping there, just drop a line over on Twitch. That's where these get broadcast. Something for that. And then I post them up to my YouTube later on.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
That don't sound good. Quantum detonation of the drive core. Warning, emergency power only. Okay.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call, laying back.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Do I have fins? Okay, I do have fins. Have the survival knife already. Okay. So first things first, I need to get some water. I know that I can make some from salt and table coral. I have table coral on me. Or maybe it's the coral tubes. There's my base as I'm building it out. Okay, there's a coral tube. Oh, also need to get clock on screen. I like the song. This one's called Sun and Moon. The soundtrack to this game is by Simon Chulinski. Hope I'm saying that right. And I really enjoyed the music. Not just during my playthroughs, but in general. Where's the life pod? There it is. Alright. Water. Okay. Yeah, salt and coral tube to make bleach. Then I can use bleach
Bleach
to
is an
disinfect
essential
water.
chemical used for cleaning wounds and purifying water.
Disinfect
preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death. Seek fluid intake immediately.
I think PDA could have figured out why we're going in that direction. But guess not. Okay. Let's
Vital signs
salvage that
stabilizing.
titanium. Alright, looks like it's daytime, so hopefully the solar cell is picking up. I don't know what happened to my pillars. There they are. Like, it wasn't just floating there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, yes. Compared to last time, I've got oxygen in here now. I can't quite see how much power. I think it's 75 out of 75. I can't see it because my camera has a little lip that sits over the screen there. Okay. Let's start with a fabricator before we even go down the road of storage. Just some basic storage units for now. One thing I wish they had in Subnautica is like a snapping system for putting things up. Like, I really wish it would just snap like to a grid, like there's designated areas to connect things. I like how free-flowing it is in some ways, but in other ways it's just frustrating. Music seems a bit loud to me. Let's save. Just gonna do a quick adjust to that. Maybe it's all the volume. Try dropping the master volume just a little bit there. Maybe a little bit. Okay, didn't seem to do much, but it should be fine. Okay. So I'm going to use the locker on the right for things that I have made with the fabricator. And the left will be raw ingredients. Firing kit. I think I need copper wire for that. Or not. Oh. Yeah, it's just the wiring kit I need, sorry. That's a silver ore. And then how do I get the fiber mat? I don't think I have the information on how to make that yet. Okay, I can make a high capacity O2 tank though, so, oh wait, I already have one. I must have done that already. Okay. Fiber mesh. How do I make fiber mesh? I don't suppose I have a blueprint in here for it. Oh, okay. Well, I knew today was going to be mostly resource gathering, so let's get some. plant-based. Yeah, I mean, yes. Digital plant-based. It's the friendliest stalker I've ever met. Whoa. Maybe I make it from the seed clusters or from creepvine itself. I think it's from something involving the creepvine, if I remember correctly. Yeah, fiber mesh creepvine samples. Okay. Water I'll put in a separate locker. Okay. Gonna need more silver ore. Biologics. I like to put in a separate location. So this will be like minerals and everything. For now, grab 2 more titanium. Put it here for now. I was planning on using this junction here as like a storage hallway for now till I can build bigger things. Okay. Alright. I can't pen the... That's annoying. I know I can from the fabricator, I can pen recipes. Why can't I pen them from the habitat fabricator, or whatever it's called? Habitat builder? Okay, so what are we gonna need here? We're gonna need a radio. We'll need a radio and the medical kit. And then I plan on getting a better locker. I'll just pen those. I'll work on acquiring those resources for this particular playthrough if I can. Okay, first thing would be silver. sandstone can produce silver. Gold? More silver, okay. Should give me what I need for that. A few more samples here, so I'll be able to make some more water. Oh, that's a coral too. Drop taps are mainly useful for getting fish to then kill and eat. Since I won't be doing that in this, it's probably not going to be very worthwhile to build. Though I think it can work on like the little parasite crabs that crawl around. So maybe when I'm going to the Aurora I could drop one. But I should have the stasis rifle by then. Sea glide. That's definitely going to be useful. I can add that to my list of things to build today if I can get enough resources. So I like Subnautica for the most part because it's quite mission oriented for me, so I'm able to focus on just completing what needs to be done. My way of saying that if I don't talk about all the meditation stuff that I might normally talk about, don't be surprised. I'm very focused on what I'm doing, but what I'm doing does still have multi-dimensional applications. I've been sick for about a week. Really looking forward to having that be done here soon. Seem to be improving somewhat. Not coughing quite so much. Okay. Silver. Needed 2. Wiring kit. Okay. And the fiber mesh. Did I have any copper or gold? Was it copper I needed for that? Okay. So I can build my radio now. Recipe for the Sea Glide.
Congratulations, Survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
Yeah, sure thing. the locker. I should have enough storage for them. Battery, copper wire, lubricant, acid mushroom, and copper. Table coral 2. Gold and copper. That's gonna be for the first aid kit machine. Just because I'm looking for copper doesn't mean I won't collect other things. Wish I had more time today, but a lot of my time was spent adjusting the camera layout, oddly enough, and then adjusting the volumes. So, hoping I can reach a decent point where I just not feeling the need to fiddle with the stream every single time. Because I'd rather get more playtime in. I do spend some time playing off stream, so there's still that, but not nearly as much as some people might suspect. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 more pieces of copper. Was that one? It was. So, 1 more copper, and then I should have the resources for the day. Yep. Okay. There's my base. I was like, I don't have the beacons yet. So I just had to look for lights. Venue was closed until 5 p.m. I should have some lubricant in this locker to my right.
The Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Okay. I know it's ridiculous right now without having reinforced panels, but kind of a little claustrophobic in here. So let's consider, where should we put a window? Where should I put a window? Oh, right, I could do the ceiling. Maybe here so I can see if somebody's accessing my locker without. Yeah, we got 1 more piece of glass here. 2 more. Okay. Let's just take a look at it from the outside real quick, and then I'll sign off. Ooh, that looks so much better. I love it when I can start adding glass to these bases. I know some of the fishies will want to watch me using the fabricator. It is advanced alien technology, of course. Alright.
Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Which life pod was that again?
Land clear.
This is Ozzy. Our pod. Life pod 6, maybe? Wow. Okay, is that the life pod 17 cave system? That's probably it. Life pod 17. Alright. Oh, little red light. We gotcha. Setting my sea glide to 1, knife to 2. Ooh, a reefback leviathan. Can barely see them out there, but okay, time to sign off. I'll build a better base out next time, or we'll continue to add to this. It's just getting started. I've only had maybe, what, an hour in total? 59 minutes on that so far. Got a pretty good base going. Pretty good base going. I know it's still playing the music, but it should be low enough to not be annoying. Got about 5 minutes here, I think I'll devote to wrapping up the stream. So what are the key takeaways from this week? Don't have anything at the moment. I'm gonna be changing some of my tasks here pretty soon. At work, got some new stuff going on. Can't really talk about it as usual, but you know, sometimes it's time to change things up a little bit. So things are great, no issues for me and my family. We've had some sickness here in the house, but it's on its way out. Everybody's doing all right. So with Subnautica, where we wrapped this one, what was accomplished in this episode was built 4 regular gear lockers, a big gear locker, fabricator, radio, and a first aid kit, generator, fabricator. So it'll automatically make first aid kits, and then when I pick one up, it'll start making the next, assuming it's got power available. So that's nice, even though I can make them directly out of fabricator if need be. I like the automated system. I usually end up having a pretty good surplus of first aid kits after a while. The nice thing is if it's not retrieved, it'll just stay there not taking any power until one is retrieved. So if I start to get too many, I'll just not pull one out of there for a while. And put some glass up in the base, so I can look outside and start to enjoy this planet. So the immediate survival needs of the character have been met. Got some food and some water, disinfected water. next steps would be to continue to build out the base, like I said. Oh, we built a sea glide as well. I built a sea glide. So what that is it's like a little, for those unfamiliar with the game, sea glide is like a little portable vehicle. It's an underwater vehicle, which can be used. It's a portable handheld unit, so it's kind of like a spinning fan that pulls the character through the water, so that they can explore faster in a more efficient manner. It's not just directly like there's the ability to go up and down and left and right. All the maneuverability increases when that is in hand, assuming it is powered. So occasionally the batteries will need to be changed out. There are blueprints in the game for a recharger for those batteries, or I can build new ones for now as needed. There's certainly plenty of copper around, and acid mushrooms. So a moon bay would be probably the next area to work on building out when I can find the blueprints for that. Now that I have the Seamoth, I can explore a little bit further from the immediate base area and find some of the Aurora debris, map those. So Moon Bay will be on the list of things to do, along with a Seamoth, which is like a little a single-seater submarine. Great for exploring. Makes me feel slightly safer whenever I have one of those, even though they can get crushed. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'll shut this down. Thank you very much for joining on today's stream. I hope everybody has a pleasant week. And next week I plan on coming back with planning on some more Redacted, which I would have done, but I just got to the point where it was like I've got half an hour to play one game. Which one do I want to do? I thought Subnautica, because I personally enjoy it very much. I like Redacted, but it's a different type of game. And Subnautica did have some interaction last week after I recorded it. There was a comment on my YouTube. I'll address it here soon. It wasn't anything negative, really. It was just saying they had some difficulty hearing me. So, again, hopefully that has been addressed in this video. All the audio volume should be a little bit higher. So, please continue to give me feedback. I do pay attention to it, and we can continue to get this dialed and just have some fun together. I know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the real world that can be very distracting and overwhelming, and I think it's very important for us to have a space to kind of retreat from all that a little bit and just chill out. And you know, I know some, at least for me, it feels very good to even be in digital water to kind of relax and really reconnect with the environment and nature. I know it's digital nature, but I live in Quebec, and winter is basically here. And that means the sun goes down at about 4 in the afternoon, and it is generally 0, sometimes 0 below, or sometimes below 0. So it's pretty darn cold outside. Now, that doesn't mean I can't go out, and I will when I need to or when I feel like it. But winter is a good time to hibernate a little bit as well. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting feeling better again so that I can get out to the gym, get some sauna in along with my aerobics classes and the elliptical. So thank you very much. If you are the type of person to pray or just send positive vibes, go ahead and please do so. The more the better. Obviously, everything in divine timing, but I'm doing what I can to feel better on this side as well. But I'm very glad to be here today, and it was a lot of fun to play the game with you. Continue to see where it goes, And for those of me who are working behind the scenes to listen to these audios and catalog, document them, thank you very much for what you're doing. I know it's always a bit of a. It's nice to both be the one playing, and it's also sometimes nice, depending upon. Well, so listening to the past self, I'll do a slight weave here and then wrap it up. Sorry for the delays. Um, the past self, I've learned in learning how to love myself that being being easier on the past self is very helpful, but at the same time, being a better past self is also very helpful. Um, that's one of the reasons I do my best to avoid talking about anything too gnarly on most of my streams, is because I want people to be able to hang out and not be so reminded of everything negative that they may have experienced, that they may feel is very, very close to their personal timeline. Um, I think it's important to give people the space that they need to heal and to work with their med teams. I think that if we bring up too many things, it says a lot more about us than it does about the people we're attempting to connect with and help. Bringing up real world events, no matter how well meaning, is something that needs to be approached. This is, again, my perception and my experiences in working with myself that I'm basing this on. But bringing up real world events is tricky and needs to be done with grace and with the utmost respect, not only for those who are going through those events, but who will experience those events more fully than they might have otherwise, simply because they were, in a way, collateral damage to whatever was being discussed on the stream that they joined to hang out with you on. So it's one thing to get some galactic downloads and find out what's going on and talk about a bunch of things that we want to have happen in our physical experiences as soon as possible in many ways. Um, it's another thing to bring up a lot of political stuff or too much focus on like misbehaving actors or actresses, whatever, not necessarily Hollywood, but just the actors and actresses in terms of beings or species. Whatever your beef is, I think that these public forums, these spaces where we're providing media and audio for our families to interact with and friends, they're really ambassadors and emissaries of our consciousness, and they do represent not only where we are at in our present capabilities, but the maturity level of our higher selves and our interaction and respect for them, regardless of what their polarity orientation may be. I think that it's very, very important to be diligent in what we're doing, whatever it is, and to approach it with honor, to be willing to slow down for a moment, take the time and find words that actually encapsulate what needs to be shared, and recognize that when there's too much pressure to get the words specific and precise, that's a personal thing, and it's not about the beings listening. It's not about what their expectation or what their needs may be. I mean, to an extent, it might be. It could be seen as somebody pressuring to want the streamer to say something in particular about certain X topic or whatever. But it can also be just the internal desire at some level to like kind of be seen and to take up space. And that's not a bad thing. It's not. It's okay, but the key with all of these meditation and things that I've learned is to be self-aware. Who am I talking to? Who's my audience? Why am I speaking? So I know that many times I've been the one listening to these streams. The one who's speaking now is one who has done a lot of time listening to other versions of me talk. This is my moment to talk. I won't get it again. Not in the same way. It's not the same river twice. This is my moment to be with this particular stream, this particular version of me, and to acknowledge where he is at and what he needs, but at the same time recognize that I don't really need anything. I'm good. But it's, you know, what is it that I want right now? I mean, I put up that the stream is ending. I'm still talking. Here, like 17 minutes after I basically cut off the gameplay. I know I didn't cut it off right at 1800 my time, but I appreciate the versions of me who come along and listen. I appreciate how difficult it may be to listen without getting too triggered and to balance oneself if they do get triggered. I don't know that there will ever be any version of me who gets on any of these cameras who can actually multiplex everything that I need. Like, it's just a moment, it's a lot of pressure. So, don't make a big deal out of it. Let each stream be its own unique thing. Let each session be its own unique thing. And just kind of build it piece by piece. One day at a time. And even though the version of me listening, or versions, and the other people who are listening or who were listening, you all matter. I don't know how to address that each and every one of you are listening and then source it into this present moment and be like, yeah, no, you're awesome. Thank you very much for being here. And have it be as genuine and authentic as I want it to be. I don't know how to do that yet. But maybe if I pay enough attention to these things and listen to them, and not just at a mental level, but like I listen and feel and process, figure out what I was trying to say or attempting to say, and then realize that it was my future self talking to me, but I just didn't have enough of his vernacular, or he didn't have enough of mine. We didn't understand each other because we didn't understand ourselves. That pretty much could be the bumper sticker for Earth. We didn't understand each other because we didn't understand ourselves. Whether you like the word understand or not, comprehend. We didn't comprehend each other for a while because we didn't comprehend ourselves. There was a lot going on, a lot going on to figure out. So, be nice, follow the golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated, and treat yourself well in the process as well. Don't neglect yourself. Take care of your basic needs. Plan for financial well-being and abundance, and be wise in expenditures. Be accountable, and don't expect other versions of you to come along in the future and clean up your mess. If they do, great, fantastic. Thank you for helping, but keep your room clean as you're going. There's no need to make a bunch of extra work for the future, right? Like, you want to chill out in the future, take care of your present. That's a bumper sticker. You want to chill out in the future? You want to be chill? You want to go hang out? You want to have a vacation? Take care of your present. do it well enough, and you won't have anything to worry about. With that, namaste and the catch. Have an excellent day, family and friends, and we shall be back next week, God willing, for more of this awesome gaming with 13th Harmonic. I don't know. By the way, I realize I haven't been saying my name on any of these streams. I'm Taylor Roth. Thank you very much for being here with me. I'll do my best to add it in an intro in the future near the start of the streams. Thank you very much. Have a good day.